try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5. Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
What? I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
We're going to start. Mike 51, Mike 51. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. It's it.
They go back to Murray on first down. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 24 carries, 77 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A look now at the Miami offense.
When I see Latavius Murray with the ball in his hands, I think that he's a dangerous player. He has good speed, good presence to run inside, nice toughness, and good vision. But once he gets past the first line of defense, he can make a guy miss and turn it into a bigger game.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now it's Penny running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. Bang, bang, bang.
Now Rashad Penny, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 41, Jackson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A gain of 2. 36 at the 38-yard line.
Running it, Washington. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Short. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. The big man get the oxygen tank ready. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened.
Ball, baby, that's our ball. That's our ball, yeah.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Murray. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 29-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Son, focus, get the mic. All day, dog.
On 1st down, Murray. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Outside. 58, 58, Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. Space to run past the 20. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And able to find Kirk complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just like that. Check 26, check 26.
Penny, the first down carry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. On the run, it's Penny. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
You see me? They can't stop me.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got you. I got you.
Now Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack. He's the one that drops in this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll try the right side here with Penny. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. An update from Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? You shake things up.
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's going to air it out deep, and this will be caught at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Lutz with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. These Cowboys looking good here at AT&T Stadium. Of course, they were really good in this building last year, 7-1 in their 8 games played at home. The only loss was on a Monday night to Tennessee. Right back to Washington. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Now it's Lockett. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they do, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
58 the mile. I'm here all day.
They'll run on first down. It's Murray. He's still fighting forward and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Switch.
On first down, Murray. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Darnold, and his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. This is Murray. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
59, Mike to 59. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 59, Mark. 59.
Jackson from the shotgun. They'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route. Out tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth.
Check, 59.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson, open man is Kirk, complete. And he's brought Down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They run with Washington, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Green brings it in. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Richardson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
Then he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Darnold completes it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Darnold. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A run. It's Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
Throwing again. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet.
Throwing is Jackson. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G.
Now it's Penny. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. But that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see This starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kenneth Dixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-9. Mike 5-9. It's our field.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Cowboys, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to